I think it's been a positive shift in the sense that we've learned how to depend on each other. We've learned how to collaborate with each other. We have learned how to streamline processes and even move faster than we could before.
All right, today with us we have our very own Pam Haaser, Head of People at Bold Penguin. Welcome, Pam.
Thanks. Very excited to be here. Appreciate you having me today.
Excited to have you on and chat. It's been a very tumultuous, strange, unique year. And I was just thinking, I bet a lot of folks can relate to the challenges that those on the people side have, because we all work with people. We're all in organizations and impacted by culture. So I'm really excited to get your thoughts from someone on the people end of insurance.
Sure. What I've noticed in terms of the biggest change in 2020 is that we are going away from this idea of one size fits all. We are becoming more intentional with the ways that we engage our employees, and following this concept or this idea of meeting people where they're at. There's no sugarcoating the fact that we all have stressors on our life right now, whether we have kids at home in distance learning or we have nobody at home, right? There are varying degrees of experiences that our employees are having. And what it has done is it's reduced our ability to create one way to engage with our employees. And so what we're finding and learning is that it requires lots of creativity. We have to be intentional about the opportunities that we put out there. And we have to be thinking about what is it on the day-to-day impact to that employee and what does it mean to them. It's probably the biggest difference that I've seen.
I love that focus around intentionality. I've definitely seen that, experience that, even myself, just with my own small team. You can't rely on those, coffee machine chats to spur ideas and brainstorming. You really have to consciously create those moments. You can't rely on chance for them to happen.
Exactly. We've seen it impact, I will say, the success of our teams across the company too, because going 100% remote, fully virtual, has really evened the playing field across the company. And so I really feel like communication has become more streamlined, decision making has become more streamlined, and we've seen it make a positive impact on the success of our teams and the ability to collaborate and work together. It's been a very positive.
Nice to look back and find some of those positives coming out of this year.
We've seen a couple of positive shifts. I think the biggest one is we've watched an entire team of people adapt together as an organization. We like to say one team, one goal at the company. I think in any team that you are situated on within Bold Penguin, you'll see and recognize that the people that you work with believe that. And so our products, our applications, our processes, all of what we're working on at Bold Penguin has become more impactful together as a group.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What can companies do to continue to connect and engage team members in a virtual world?
There are an endless amount of ideas out there for engaging with people. But I do think that the most impactful ones today in the now are connecting on an individual level, reaching out to someone that you don't reach out to every day. Maybe it's someone that works on a different team. Maybe it's somebody that works for you, but going out of your way to check in is incredibly meaningful for employees today. It really reinstates the concept of trust and security in the company and in their role. I don't think it has to happen at a global level, right? You can't have the leaders over the entire company, that responsibility resting on them, but we can all do our part. We can, take the initiative to reach out to someone to say, hey, just want you to know I was thinking about you. Hey, what you did the other day, that made my job easier because of, and just taking that brief minute to reach out, recognize someone for the work that they do, and connect with them helps the body of employees feel connected to the company.
That reminds me of a phrase that I've heard a lot this year, and that's, we are all in the same storm, but we are in very different boats.
Yeah.
And I can really relate to that. I think we are all subjected to the same overall conditions of 2020 and now going into 2021. But our experiences are so different, and there's challenges both ways, whether you're in a small apartment downtown alone or you're in a house full of kids who are doing distance learning, neither one of those is easy. So I think certainly that's a great point of acknowledging that we're all at different points and we're all experiencing this challenge in a different way, and being mindful of that, and yet trying to fill the gaps that have been created by that lack of in-person connection over the last 10 months or whatever month we're in now.
Right. I think you said it better than I did. That was great.
You spurred lots of thoughts in my head.
Great.
So now as we start moving into 2021, what does the future of engagement look like?
I think the opportunity really is to identify new and different ways to connect. Some people are going to prefer the new methods. Some are going to long for the old methods. But what I do think that means is once we push past this pandemic, that there will be more options for employees to engage and participate. I do think that we'll continue to see this drive towards this concept of meeting people where they're at. I don't think that will go away.
Oh, that trust is huge. I think that's spot on. One thing we like to close with is, what is one thing that you've learned in the last month?
I think I could pick one thing from every month this year because it has been quite the year. But I would say hands down, the thing that I've learned is that nothing can replace the sense of appreciation and celebration. Nothing. We did this really cool thing. I thought it was really cool. I hope our employees also thought it was really cool. From what I can tell, they did. But we pulled our year-end reviews forward. And so we delivered our annual reviews in October. We had promotions go out ahead of schedule. Our team got to experience their annual increases early, and even have a chance to have their bonuses paid out before the holidays. What came back from that was an incredible impact to the team, to morale on the team, to focus, to dedication, to excitement for the company and the plans that we have for 2021. It was an incredible event to be a part of, all the while knowing that at the very foundation of it, appreciation and celebration were actually what made the difference. You could tangibly see the difference in our employees after we had a chance to go through those conversations with them. So the lesson I learned is the more that we can show our appreciation for others, the more that we can celebrate even our small wins along the way. It's like getting, some extra wind in your sail.
That's such a great point to end on, because I feel like it's a lesson that we can all incorporate into our daily lives.
And even more so now with being completely virtual, so much gets lost in translation.
Completely.
I don't think you'll ever go wrong with, picking up the phone and reaching out and telling someone how much you appreciate the work they've done. They can hear the sentiment in your voice. They can hear the emotion behind it. And I think it absolutely makes a difference.
Well, on that note, I appreciate all the work you do, Pam, leading our head of people at Bull Penguin. And Happy New Year. And thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
Thank you so much, Amber. It was fun. Happy holidays, and I'll see you soon.